Welcome back to the channel. As a pilot, I'm frequently asked many flying questions, and the one that I always love to answer is the question, why do you fly? Of course, there are hundreds of replies, but the one that I give most times is to see the wonderful world that we live in from above, a view that most of us never get to experience. So whilst the coronavirus takes hold, to be free to fly is an even greater privilege. So today I climbed out of bed at 5 AM, drove an hour to the airfield, and was able to take a friend and student pilot Louise flying. Right at first light. Our visual pilot rules minimum light that allows us to fly before actual sunrise, a magical time that most of us don't ever get to see. So after we watched the sunrise from 1500 feet and the fog patterns drawn on the low-lying paddocks, we flew over some stunning cloud formations and then returned to the airfield, followed by a lovely breakfast nearby to get Louise's aviation studies underway. Then we jumped in my trusty Jabiru and flew to Kangaroo Island, landed a fellow private's pirate strip and headed into town for lunch at a local oyster cafe. What could be better? A beautiful flight back over the water, into Aldinga for a coffee, and then headed back to Murray Bridge. What a day to remember. So the answer to the question is why I fly obviously lies somewhere in this video. So come with us and enjoy.
Well, here we go to Kangaroo Island. Little island hopping. One, 2, 3, 0, 5. Get that one. Look at that water.
Oh, just pure.
A lovely little beach in there.
Oh yeah, it's perfect sea green.
Just stunning down there. I don't know whether you can see it. Can you see on the land that points out
Yeah,
at the
the
end?
wind farm.
See the wind farm?
Yeah,
You see the land on the other side of it?
Yeah.
That's the island.
Yeah.
What a great way to get around, eh?
Oh. That's Karakalinga down there.
Yep. So what I'm doing is just having a nice slow climb up to about 4,500. No rush, just, and we'll call up Melbourne Centre and tell them to watch out for us over the water. Which they will do. Which they'll do happily. But
But for
it's
now
our
we
limit.
can't go over.
We can't go at this stage any higher until we get basically.
So when you get to about now, you should be.
And Adelaide will be watching us.
Yeah.
You can see us because we've got a transponder on.
Yep.
That one there that tells them where we are
Yep.
and what height we're at.
Yep. Otherwise, we're invading their
Airspace is illegal and dangerous.
Yes.
And because they can see us, they'll actually vector the planes away from us. If when I make a call, they'll want to make a note to watch this plane as he goes over the water. But if someone's coming this way, they'll warn them. They won't say who it is, but they'll warn them as an aircraft.
So when we start to get there, we've got to be careful, yeah?
Yeah, we're there now, 4-4. Well, there it is there.
Yeah.
So, the next frequency for Melbourne is 12305.
November, Roger, once completed run, hold again outside control easy.
12305, 12305. So now we can listen out to there. Again, remember we talked about UTC or Zulu time? That's said Zulu. So all the air traffic controllers, that's all they live in. They don't know what the time is, we have a clue. But when I call him up, I've got to add 10 minutes onto that time, which will be the time we'll be over the other side. That's giving us a fair bit of time, take us less than that. When we talk about time, we don't say Zulu time, we just say time 57. Or he may say 0210, whatever it might be.
Alpha, copy the airwork details and no report of traffic for that. Say again, you're up to normal time. 45, Romeo 5.
Time 45.
Alpha, thanks. And do you require clearance to Romeo 279?
Okay, ops normal.
Room power Alpha. If you do require the clearance, it is currently available. It's the airspace is not in use by the military. Qantas 581, contact centre on 135.0, good day.
Santa Chebber 8606 with a request.
Chebber 8086, huh?
Yeah, 8606, request an overwater sked, if you could, currently overhead Cape Jervis, 4,500, tracking direct to Penashore, expect Penashore time 10 to POB.
Chebber 8606, stand by. Alpha, Romeo 279 is active, and if you do wish to operate inside, let me know.
Copy. At this stage, we'll remain to the south in the Kingscote area.
We're in the 8,000 now.
Oh, so we're alright now?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Remove, fire Alpha, thanks. Chebber 8606, just confirming Cape Jervis for Penashore, overwater skate call again by time 102 POP.
Affirm. 8606.
Chebber 8606.
B-Link, I think, over there, isn't it?
Thank you.
Maybe.
One of those. All green. Temperatures pressure all okay. Passenger happy, instructor happy.
Absolutely.
So here's an example up here. This is where the technology's good. We've got a 22 knot headwind.
Yes.
Okay. So if we're about halfway now.
Yeah.
So if we had an engine failure, I'd turn back.
Yeah.
Because that's going to push me back.
Yeah, okay. It's going to help you.
Yeah, whereas now once we get a bit past halfway, we'll be fine. And our glide would get us most probably there anyway, but I've got a better chance of getting back. So the technology's good. We're not halfway yet.
No.
See that?
So you're right. So that shows you that you
Information out for current change, runway 23, wind 240 degrees, 12 knots.
you got to work out how many k's you've got to go, get back.
Yeah, and this is where the technology helps me.
Yeah.
There's no reference point. I don't know whether
No.
I thought we were halfway. We're not.
No, we're not quite.
No.
We're just about to get halfway.
We can glide that far anyway, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
So have to get down under here, son.
Yes, we will. Or we won't be able to get through.
What I'll do is I'll most probably go over the top of the first lip.
Yep.
There's another hole under that, and then we'll go down under that. There's like a band.
Yes. Still have to pinch myself and just go, am I really doing this? No, it's just surreal.
I do it still.
Still
After 15
surreal
years, I
to
still
me.
do it.
Yeah.
Never goes away. Because it's unique.
You think there's a gap between there?
Yep. If not, I'll come back.
Okay.
Cleared into block flight level 280 to block level 320, Qantas 475, thanks.
Santa Jabber 8606, overhead Penashore, ops normal, cancel overwater sked.
Chebber 8666, overwater sked is cancelled, see ya.
Thanks for that. So this is where, again, I'm thinking out loud. I knew this was going to be a gap here. It may not be big enough.
No.
But if it's not, we just come back here and go under it.
Yeah.
And we may have to come out over the water low and then climb up to come back. See how big it is now? And I can fly along it because that's the direction I want to head, down that way. Johnson. As an example, again, I'm trying to show back keeping it warm. So I've still got power on. We're still doing 2,600 revs. That'll keep it warm, but we're starting to come down. And there's the gap.
And it's a lot wider than I thought.
Yeah, only because of the perspective we can't see.
No.
If we were higher, we'd see it more clearly. There's Johnson River right in front of us. On the other side of the water. Getting cold, look.
Yeah, got to give it a bit of...
Bit of power just to keep it warm.
That looks so beautiful, that beach.
Doesn't it? One, 267, we should be here. And we're not 10 miles from Kingscote, so we don't have to be on their frequency. If we got much closer, we would. But I can see down here, what have we got up here? 13 knots now, so it's... Nil wind. Oh, maybe just a little.
Bit, yeah, blowing southerly.
Blow?
Yeah, sort of cross.
Yeah, that's right, so well it'll be, yeah. He's got so many runways up here, it's hard to watch. Hard to fathom sometimes. About there. Where the brown comes out. Now we come back.
Yeah, we were only coming to 200 feet a minute before, now we're...
Always got to remember there's power lines here too.
Yes, right in front of us.